Hi guys, this is Jojo162 here, and I am in my Redstone tutorial world for the first time. Well, not really first time for me, but first time recording it, hopefully, properly, for you guys. So this is the first time you guys are seeing it. And today, I'm going to be showing you off what's in the behind me. So, let's go into normal mode. And let's show you what it does. First of all, it's that thing there, and I'm going to show you what it does. So basically, I put an item frame out. There should supposed to be a book in here, but I haven't made a book yet. It's only we'll have questions and stuff like that. But it's a tutorial. So this is like a quiz, a multiple choice quiz. That's the redstone bar back. I broke that by accident. Don't tell anyone. And yeah, so I'm going to start off with 3. The bottom layer shows questions answered. The top layer shows the number of questions I've gotten right. So far I've only answered 1 question, I've gotten 1 right. So let's say if I get 1 question wrong. Oh no, it's right, sorry. Say if I get 1 question wrong. So I've answered 3 questions, but out of them I've got 2 correct. I'll get 1 more right, and no, it's wrong. So I've got 3 out of 5 again. Let's have a look at the redstone. That's the redstone. It looks pretty confusing, but I've broken it down into some steps. Yep. Then it goes to that, and then goes to that, and then goes to that, and then it goes to the bare bones. This is the bare bones, and this is basically what I call a 4-way OR gate. I don't know what the actual term would be in an electrical term, but that's what I'm calling it, because it's basically 3 OR gates giving you 1 option out of the 4. So it's either that one or that one. It's either going to be this pulse going to this piston, a pulse going to this piston, a pulse going to this piston, or as we get to off, a pulse going to this system. And if I am correct, that's what the OR in an OR gate means. Basically, it's sending a power through only to 1. So I can mess with the pistons. And now it's going to go to there. Now if I mess with this piston here, it's going to go to there. And if I mess with the pistons again, it's going to go to there. So as you can see, just by powering and unpowering a couple of pistons, it's changing the way the signal being passed through. So let's get to building this. So first off, we'll need some stone brick. Any building block of your choice, as long as it's a solid block, some redstone, some buttons, some redstone lamps, repeaters, some pistons. We need to be sticky pistons, and some redstone torches. We don't need the levers. Levers won't come in for after. So I'm going to go ahead and put a building block down there to start it off, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so first off, you want to decide where you want to put your buttons. So I want my buttons to be on these 4 stone brick, and I want my redstone lamps above them. And I want to have, and also make sure to have it like this, have it like that, and a line of redstone underneath. And you want to have the buttons there, 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 and there. Next, you want on a diagonal of those blocks, you want to have a block like that, and you want to repeat on everyone. Just on one tick is fine. That the delay doesn't really matter. And then you want to put through. You want to have blocks like that on each one of them. And then you want to put the sticky pistons in like that. Next is the first set of OR gates. So you want to have a seal like that. Repeaters there. 3 redstone dust there. You want to have a block there, and then go like that. And then you want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Break every second block, and then you want to go like that, and then like that. And then you want to repeat that on this side. So use the same shape. Repeaters on the outside. The redstone dust on the inside. A block there. A block there. And like that. A gap there and a gap there. A redstone torch there. A redstone torch. And you want to place the first redstone torch before the second. Sorry about that. And then we want to have 2 blocks like that on each side, and then you want to have a repeater on each of those blocks, and then you want to have repeater there, and then you want to have your redstone dust like this, and then like that. And then you want to have your sticky piston there. You want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then you break every second. And you want to get a redstone block, which I didn't have. Oops. And place it there. So that should power all the way to there. And we're missing one more thing, which I've almost forgot about. You want to have a line of redstone going like that. And yeah. Now one more thing. I'll put it in the next step, but I want to put it in this step because it's easier. And it is that you put a block of there, bring it all the way down to there, and you get a line of redstone like that. And you want to basically almost do the same thing. Then line of redstone like that again. And then again, you want to have in line of each piston, you want to have a block like that. Block like that. and you want to do so, okay, I've definitely done something wrong. Okay, I've done something wrong. You want to have it like that. You don't want it to be in line with each piston. You want it to look like that, so it's in between those gaps of the torch, of the piston, and then one to the right. And you want to have a redstone dust there. And you don't need these two. And that's actually no, we do. Sorry, we do. And you want to have one more block on this side. There we go, like that. That's what it should look like. You should have 5 options there, 5 options there. And on to the next step, which I'll explain to you over there. So I'm here, we've done all of that. And I just noticed the floor. Yep, we've done all that, and now move on to this part over here. So this now is the tracking system for the questions and the questions answered to the questions correct. So I'm going to explain how it works. Basically, when you press this button, it sends a redstone pulse through there. And then this dropper has 5 wooden swords in it. Had 5 wooden swords, one of them is in the hopper now, because it received a pulse and it dispensed a wooden sword into the item hopper, which is being powered by this repeater, which is being powered by this redstone torch. That will be important for later, but for now, and then this comparator detects how many items in there. So one wooden sword is equal to 3 items. So it goes to the first piston. If I clicked another button, the second piston will come up, and they're not leaving the hopper because it's being powered. So every 3 blocks is a repeater, and the maximum range of this system is 15 blocks, which goes up to here. And yeah, there will be ways that I can use the different tracking methods for this. I might release one of them, but for now, that's what I've got. So I'm gonna need a thickness line block, and I'm gonna need a comparator. The redstone lamps are just for demonstration purposes. They're actually not serving any purpose. And I've got the same thing up here. So for this part, so when I answer the correct answer, which is this one here, because this piston is extended, which means the pulse will be passed through to the second line. That is the correct answers line. And yeah, so I'll go demonstrate that. So when I click this button, it will send a pulse to both these 2 lines. So I'll show you that. And now I've got 3 sticky pistons at the bottom up and 1 at the top. And that is that. So, and then I'll have a auto reset function as well. Oh, next step is the auto reset function. I'm not gonna put that in yet. I'm just describing this one. Just basically, if you're testing it, to reset it, just break that block and place it. Replace. Yep. And now just reset it back to normal. that will become important in a minute. So for this, you need a stone brick, a redstone dust, a dropper, a redstone comparator, a redstone repeater, a sticky piston, a redstone torch, a block of redstone, and a slime block. Well, you need multiples if you're doing it in survival, but I'm doing it in creative mode, so yeah. So let's do this build over here. So we're gonna go that, like that, like that, and you know, put 2 repeaters like that. Now, this needs to go down. I think it's 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And that needs to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, power will become to this redstone repeater. It'll be powering this block, and then power the redstone block. The powered stone brick will power this line of redstone. And then what we'll need to do now, put a dropper there, and the stone brick, and I'm back. Sorry, I had to stop for a second. I had a dog barking, and I remembered I was missing the hopper. So I've got a hopper now. You need a hopper as well for this. So you need 10 different blocks. So then you want to have it, and you need wooden swords as well, which I'm not going to. You need 10 wooden swords, even if you're doing this in creative mode. Yep, so then you want to place blocks like that, then that, and then that. You want your redstone torch, and your repeater. And now you want your 10 wooden swords. So go ahead and craft these if you're doing this in survival, or if you're doing creative. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the repeater back. And now this is an important part. So you want to go out through 3 blocks, place the redstone block there. 1, 2, 3, place the 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 block there. Also want to have a block here in the first one, so you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you want to have, for this one here, this one's a bit different. You want to have a block there like that, and you want to have another block there like that, and you want a redstone torch underneath. For the rest of these, you want to have a block there like that, block there like that, block there like that. Then you want 5 sticky pistons. Then you want 5 slime blocks. And then 5 blocks of redstone. That I'll come into practice later, what that's purpose is. And then the same thing here, you want to bring it up there. 4 blocks, and then you want to really bring it up 5, but really it's 4 blocks. So you want to have it in line with the dropper below. So the hoppers should be really in line, except for the 2 blocks to the right or left. My left or my right, if you're looking at it now. Sorry, my mic was away from my face. Hopefully that wasn't too quiet and you could hear my voice. But hopefully it's louder now. I'll have to remember to fix that in editing. So now we need 5 more wooden swords. So let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to need the comparator now as well. We're going to go block there, and block there like that, and then a block there like that. And then you're going to need Nope. Block there like that, and then a redstone repeater like that. And then you're gonna want your comparator to bring this out 15. 1, 2, 3, mark it off. 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 And then blocks like that, blocks like that, blocks like that, blocks like that, and blocks like that. Then you want to have your redstone going like that, repeaters like that. It doesn't matter the delay. I don't think it matters the delay. I'll keep it on 1 tick for 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, in the ones below, I forgot to put the redstone dust in, so I'll do it now quickly. Make sure I put that redstone dust in. And yeah, that should be all good. So you should make sure you got 5 items in there, 5 items in there, and you should be all good. I've shown you how to test it. I'm not going to show you how to test it again because then it saves me not resetting it again. So next up, I'll show you how to build the reset function of this. So I'll go down there and I'll continue with this there. Okay, so now we're looking at the reset function. Basically how it works is, once this reach a full signal of 15, which I'm just going to simulate with this lever, it's now reached a full signal of 15, so it's going to reach power to this repeater. It's going to power this pulse extender, which isn't really necessary until it's actually resetting, and it's powering this line of redstone. And the pulse extender is actually powering it too, so that's why it's all that bright orange color. Now this repeater is locked from this redstone torch here. So it's not going to reset it until the redstone torch is turned off, and it's the same case up here. I just brought the signal up, and yeah. So it's not going to be reset until this line of redstone here and this line of redstone here is unpowered. So to do that, I've put in this little thing here and reset it. And as you can see, the pistons all just retracted, and I'll do the same on the top too if I had any and it's going to do that if you leave the reset function on. So you want to turn it off. So basically I've done a full ace, that's simulating a full 100% correct, so reset it. Now you can see the pulse extender in action. Yep, so basically without the pulse extender, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'll show you what happens. I'm only going to do the bottom layer. So yeah, that's what happens. So I'm going to turn this reset function off. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to, yeah. And then I'll stop it there. So we need that pulse extender. So I'm going to go build this over there, and I'll be back in a second. And yeah, so if I remember correctly, we need to have for this next step repeaters. We don't need comparators anymore. We need redstone. We need some sticky pistons. We need some. We don't need that. We don't need that. We need a lever. We need a light and some stone slabs. Is that it? Is that all? We don't need redstone torches anymore. So now let's go add this step to it. First of all, we need to go like that, and then like that. And then we want to have a lever there, and we do need a redstone torch. Sorry about that. So we need one redstone torch, which goes there. Now, to do this, you must go 2 down and 1 across. A redstone dust there, and you want to also have that going down. So yeah, like that. Now you also want to have this going up, so you also want to kind of do that. That is why you need 1 stone slab. And then you want to do bring this one down, and now for this bottom one you will need to bring it like that. Basically you will need a piston here as well, and like that. No, that's not how I've done it. I have done it like, I have not done it like that, I've done it like that. And you can have it like that. So that's what you need for the redstone. You need to go like that and like that. And this one, I recommend having it on 4 ticks delay. That's just how I've done it. So I recommend you do the same. And we need to do something similar on the top here, but like so. And then we need to have that, like that, like that, like 4 ticks of delay. We need to bring this one up. And then bring the redstone like that. And yeah. And now we also need to have this part here. So we need to have a line. You need to do it like this, and just bring it all the way straight down, straight to there. A line of redstone like that. And that. I'm gonna put a block there, I'm pretty sure. And then you want to have 2 there like that, and then you want there, and then you just want to alternate them up and down. And stop there. So, and then you want to have a repeater in here. All these must be all on 4 ticks of delay. 4 ticks of delay, 4 ticks of delay. Oh, 1 there. And 1 more there, and then a redstone dust there. And that. And then we also need to have redstone go like that. Then we need to bring it up, so a repeater in here, and then you want to block there. Then you want to have block there. You want to have there. Then you basically do the 1, 2, 3, and 1 there. And you got 1, 2, 3, 1 there, and 1 there. And then you want to just basically place like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. I think that's correct. That is correct. And then you want to have your line of redstone going like that. Then you want to go bring it down, and that should work. Now, I would recommend testing this. So turn that on. Power should be powered off, and then just click this 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it should all retract. And if that happens, it means it's doing its job. Now let's go check for the next step, which is a complicated one. So I'll see you guys over there, and I'll be back here in a minute. So see you guys there. And we're back. Now this, I have the 5 different types of coloured wool. So first of all, I'm going to empty my inventory. I can grab every block I need. So I need to have obsidian. I need to have redstone, obsidian, magenta wool. Oh, I want to pick these up in order. So throw that down for a sec. I want to have orange wool first, and then magenta wool. Yep, it did. And then blue, yellow, then green. Now I will be doing all of these one at a time. This part takes a lot of time, so I'll be doing these one at a time. We need repeaters, and we need torches as well. So, yep, this part takes time, so I'll do them one at a time. So, orange. Remember, this part is variable. So, remember to have a piece of redstone there. So that's when this part here is coming in, the first thing. And then we want to have, like... You get a piece of redstone there. Like that. And you want to bring the redstone in like that. You want to have a repeater right here. And then, if I remember correctly, you want a repeater. No, you want redstone torch, a repeater, 2 here, and that, and then you should have like that. I should set it for that one, which is correct. And that is your wiring for the orange. So now let's go do the magenta. So now we're going to do the magenta. Now, the magenta, each line of this is variable. So up until this point, this like flat part here, that's all variable. That's just to decide whether you want what you want your answers and where. But for now, you want to have your magenta wool like this. This part's all variable. Remember that part there is all variable. In fact, you don't really, for what my setup here, you actually don't need most of this magenta wool. I'm just putting it in because actually remember repeater on every single one. Oh, it doesn't really matter for me on magenta wool, but it will matter for you if you're changing the answers. And it's actually simple to change the answers. You just mess around with putting redstone torches and like embedding the signals and stuff like that. Yeah, remember, like that. And yeah. So next up is the yellow. After I've wired this one up. So basically, it's almost exactly the same delay as the orange, but yeah, almost the exact same position with the repeater. Just the magenta wool is really you actually stop it, or you can actually stop it around here. I'm just continuing it just so if people want to follow this tutorial and then make it variable, because this design is variable just by like messing around with these blocks here. Now next up is the yellow. No, it's light blue. So I'll go bring it down, drop it 2 blocks straight away. On the first magenta wool, repeater, and then the block, and then bring it up 4, and then drop it down 3. Bring it out 4, drop 3, repeater, up 1, after up 1, magenta, repeater. Okay, so for the blue wool, we're going like this, then drop it down 2 straight away. Okay, so I've stuffed this up. And I'm going to put a repeater here. You want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you start dropping it down. So you want to drop it down 3 times. 1, so 2, 3, block, and you want to repeater there. And you want to bring it all the way to here. You bring it up here and then like that. Oh, this is for my design. It's going to be different for everyone's. Just for me, it's turned out to be. And also, stone brick next to the first repeater. Next colour is yellow, so let's go have a look on how to do the yellow. Out, 2, up, 2, across, down 2. Where blue drops repeater out for then drop to level. Okay, now okay, now that I've looked at yellow. Yellow is a unique one. Up 2, across 3, down 2. You want to bring it out. And where blue drops, you want to have a repeater. And then you want to keep on going. You want to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to start dropping it. Well, for my design anyway, I want to start dropping it. You want to have 2 like that, and then 2 like that. You want to have a redstone repeater, a redstone torch there. Remember for blue. Well, actually, I haven't even. Then remember, wire it up. Wire. Now, actually, now I'm looking at this, I've forgotten part of the blue and part of the yellow, so I'm gonna go ahead and have a look at how that's set out, and I'll be back in a second. Now, for the blue, I want to have redstone torch in the end, in like that, and just wire it up like that. And for the yellow, I want to have a redstone torch at the front and just wire it up like normal. This part doesn't really matter for the yellow, but I'm putting it there because that's the way it's laid out on my example. And because it's also, remember this design is variable, and also remember 2 ticks of delay on each one of these ends. Next up will be lime wool. So we're going to go have a look at that, and we'll be back in a second. Now let's have a look at the line. So you want obsidian now. The reason why I haven't mentioned this yet, but the reason why I use the obsidian, because when this piston extends, the slime block sticks a lot of things. So if you have like a wool or a stone brick, when it retracts, it'll pull it down, and the redstone will pop off. That's the problem. So that's why you have obsidian there, because that can't be pulled by a sticky block like a slime block. So the lime wool, you bring it out 3, you drop 2, and then you bring it out, repeater there, and one with the stone brick, and then bring it out some more. Now, 2 after yellows, you want another repeater, so in that position there, and you want 1 more block out, and then start dropping it a couple of blocks. I hope that I got these in the right spots, but looks like I do, so I'm not too worried. bring it down to there. I've actually got a torch and a repeater. It's not really necessary. You can just do the. I can just do the thing like this. Exactly the same setup I've done with magenta. I'm going to do here. And yeah. So no, that's not the exact same setup I've done with magenta. This setup here is the setup I've done with magenta. Like that is what I've done with magenta, so I'm the same what I'm doing there. And now, one thing to remember for these variable designs, which I have done wrong here, that's a redstone torch. Now, remember, for these variable designs, remember, only if you got a redstone torch here, it's alright, but if you put a redstone torch there, that's a no-go, because you don't want to have a redstone torch there, because technically that's powered. So at the same time, when this will be deciding what is going on up here. So let's just say I wanted to have that as my design. It's not actually going to be what I want it to be, because this one here is on. So really, if I wanted it like that, I would want it like that. But I want mine to be like this. And yeah, because I want this one to be extended. Now, if I wanted to put a redstone torch here, I wouldn't have my redstone torch there. I would have my redstone torch here. And I would have a repeater here, and I would have another be like that. So when this one is powered, line is powered, and this one is not, it's going to be to what I want it to be for that one, and it's not going to affect this one when it's not powered, and it's not going to affect the rest of them either. That is one important factor to consider. And that's the same for this line, and this line, and this line too. It's important. So yeah, I don't need that there. Actually, to make this design neater, I'm just going to put a redstone torch there, and I'm going to put repeaters there on each one. Just to make this neater, that's how I'm going to do it. So you want your redstone torch. No, it's not going to work. No, wait, is it? That should work. I don't need it there. If I have it up like that, that should work, because yep, that should work. So that's the same thing now. So basically, before you do the variables, make sure all your lines like that. Make sure, and then you can mess around with putting the torch there or there. So I'm going to show you on the green, so I'm going to power the green line, and I'm going to unpower this line here. Now to default, that's what it would be. Now if I put a redstone torch here, it's going to change the default to there. It's going to change the green one's the correct answer to there. So the correct answer would be B, or the second option. And then if I wanted to change it to the third, I would put another torch there, because it's going to switch the whole side from the right side to the left side. But if I wanted it before, I would actually remove this torch, but keep. Nope, I stuffed it up. Sorry. I think there was a torch there. If I wanted it to be 4, I'll remove this torch here. So now it's on the fourth option. So that's one thing to consider. Now I want this to be default to 1, so the first option, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And that's the same for everyone. And now I'm going to unpower this line. That was just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to reconnect the orange line. And it's going to default to the third option. Yep. So basically, the orange is demonstrating the third. The magenta is demonstrating the first. The light blue is demonstrating the... I'm going to check for a sec. The fourth. And the yellow is demonstrating the second. So hopefully, so if you want to have that, remember that, and let's go on to the next step, which will be making it so each line interacts with each other when it needs to. So I'm going to go explain it over there, and I'll be back here in a minute. So I'll see you guys then. Now, remember those repeaters we placed and how precise those needed to be? Yeah, I may have missed a couple, but yeah. So, firstly, we need to have... Firstly, what the purpose of this is, so that it cuts off when the next line... So, let's just say, first answer unpowers itself, we've already installed that. Now, the second answer... Let's just say magenta, after you've answered the magenta, that's still going to be on. So I'm actually going to demonstrate it. So let's answer the first one. It's going to change automatically. And then let's answer the second one. And now it's going to go to the third one. Now, the reason why it can go to the third one is because I've installed this piston which extends and basically cuts off the second line. But let's go do it over here. Remember, it's the fourth option is selected. Now, let's go to the third one. And now, the first one automatically turns off. Now we're on the magenta one. We're going to click it. It's still going to go to the fourth option. That's because the magenta wool actually has nothing on it. But let's just say you had a different option for the magenta wool. Now, let's just say, let's just say we had this option selected for magenta wool. And there was a redstone torch here. So now we're selecting the third option again. We don't want the third option selected. So that is why we needed to install the other thing, the pistons. I'm just going to put the pistons in every line, just for demonstration purposes, over there. But not all of them are necessary for my design, for my options, but they are necessary. They're better off having them in than not. So yeah. Let's go have a look, and then we'll be back over here. So, what we will need is... we're going to need some glass, some sand, the rest I can grab with my cue, some stone slabs, and some pistons. So, firstly, we are going to need, for this magenta line, we're going to need 3 we're also going to need our piston to be there, our glass to be there, and our sand to be there. Next, we want our piston to be there. So what we need to do, I don't know if this needs, I don't know if that, no, we need to have like that, and is that correct? That's not correct there, but I just moved that around and it should be good. But that just pissed the repeater in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. Next is the green powering the yellow line. So what we need to have the arm is the same, basically the same setup as we had with the blue. Sticky piston there, glass, sand, and we should be good. And the green doesn't need to be cut off by anything. Okay, so there we have it. That is our line. That is our positions of the pistons. Now let's go to the next step, which is the scoreboards, which is probably the most time-consuming part of this project, besides deciding what answers to put there. Now, you like it? Yeah. Looks confusing, doesn't it? Okay, so like I did with the rules down on the for the things, I'll be doing these individually, and I'll have cuts in between each one. So yeah. I am going to let's explain. So basically, I'm having all my lights go to there, and let's just reset this because I want this to be off. And yeah, you gotta be careful when resetting it as well. So yeah, so first off, when you do the purple line, the purple line goes to there, goes there, and it's all alternating patterns of that. So basically, what I'm planning to do is I'm probably going to just bring all the lines all the lines up here because they're pretty much the same pattern. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll be back in a second. So what I think we want for the purple is we need obsidian. We don't need the glass anymore. You can get rid of the redstone torches as well. Repeaters we need, obsidian we need, sticky piston we don't need, stone slab we don't need. Okay, so now you want to bring it out, and then you want gentle to bring it up, and you should really be going like this. And then, actually, before we do anything, let's show where this goes. So, we want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, then 1, 2, up, and then that's where we want our lanterns to be. Now, for our lanterns, you want to go like that, break these blocks, and then like that. You want 5, and you want the center one to be in between there. Then what you want to have is your stone brick blocks like that. You can have stone brick in there, it doesn't really matter. And you can have stone brick there too, but you want to have stone brick there. And then, well, actually just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to break this for the moment. And yeah, now we're going to bring the wiring up to there. So let's go have a look at that. Let's go, actually no, we don't have to have a look. I should be able to figure it out from there. That's a repeater, so it should be fine. ha ha. So an easy way to do this is to bring that tool out, bring it at yeah, and then just I'm going to say it's like that. I'm gonna go confirm it though. Luckily, I confirmed it because it's like this. It's like that, and there's a repeater there. Now, you want to bring the redstone line like up to like that. I'm just gonna go bring these all to the same point. I'm just gonna bring these all to there, and I'm not gonna. And then I'll come back to this when they're all done. So now, magenta. It's got light blue. For the rest of them, these are easy. You're doing the exact same pattern. That one I just had to. I wanted to go around there because I don't know if it's. Yeah, because it's might interact with that redstone torch, which I don't want to happen. So there is a fix to it, but because I'm doing it like that, I don't want to do the fix. Okay, so first off, light blue wool, light blue wool, light blue wool, light blue wool, and light blue wool. No, doesn't seem right. That does not seem right. I'm gonna go confirm that and I'll be back in a second. I was right about one thing. This is like that, and then 1, 2, 3, and then I think it comes up. And then you bring it out, and then go like that. So I'm gonna probably cut it out for a bit. I'm going to go and place all the colors down, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back, and now I'm going to put the repeaters in. I wanted to do this on camera, that way you can see where they go. On a blue line, go like that. On the magenta and blue line, the repeaters need to be on 2 ticks. Oh, they don't need to. Just for synchronization, I just like to have them on 2 ticks. It makes my mind feel at ease, but that delay shouldn't really matter. It just makes it look nicer. And then 1 tick, 1 tick, 1 tick, 1 tick, 1 tick. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, in line to the lime green one. 2. Now you can wire most of it up with redstone now. So I'm going to tell you what. I'll show you guys where to stop wiring it up with redstone. Okay. Each one you can stop wiring. You stop wiring it up with redstone from there. Sorry about the background noise. I can't do much about that. If my mic does pick it up. But that's where it is, so. And now you want to have the repeaters like this. No, not there. And then you want repeaters like that. That's really loud in the background. I can't do anything about it either. Really sorry about that. So here, you want to have that on 4 ticks. You want to have that those 2 on 2 ticks, those 2 on 2 ticks, and those all on 1, and that should synchronize that properly. And now that we're going to wire up the top ones, I'll go have a look at that, and I'll be back in this, and I'll show you guys, take you guys with me to have a look at it. Okay, so now we're looking at this one here. This one's actually very simple. So you drop down straight, and you just bring it around, and then it's just a matter of getting these in the right order. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the magenta one on camera, and I'll do the rest off camera, and I'll do the stone brick where the repeaters have to go, and I'll do that on camera. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so let's again do the magenta wall together, and I'll be back, and I'll do all the colors, and we'll be back in a second. So what you have to do, you gotta go down one, out one, like that, and then like that. It should perfectly line up, and it should sit like that. I would advise of blocking in these both to these lines, cause yep, but it's not really necessary. I would just appeal to it. So yeah, and because I know by memory where these repeaters go, I'm just going to put them in, and I'll just do the redstone like that. I'll just do the redstone and the repeaters. Actually, repeater that can go on 2 ticks, and this one here has to go on 4 ticks, just like underneath. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do each other one. I'll do the same as I did last time with the putting the repeaters in, putting the stone bricks in, and then showing you where the repeaters go once I'm done, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I am back. Now let's go. I'll tell you that basically you can copy that pattern if you like, pause the video and do that, and now I'll show you where the repeaters are. So I've repeated there. That one there's on 2 ticks, and these are also on 2 ticks. The ones on the blue, yellow. This one here on 2 ticks, and these two are also on 2 ticks. Now I'm green. 1 tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. And 1 tick. And the same with the pink. 1 tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. 1 tick. And 1 tick. 1, 2, 3. Now wire up, and I've wired it up. So hopefully with our test we get it all correct. So 3, then it should be 1, and then it should be on 4, then it should be on 2, and then it should be on 1. Now, as you can see, the top ones aren't on. I already know what's stuffed up. Now, I forgot to put the redstone on the obsidian. And now all 5 lights should be on, which they are not. Meaning we have placed the last 2 repeaters in the wrong position by 1 block. So, remove that there. And move that one now. And then we should have it perfect. And now with the reset, and it should be synchronized in the reset, which it is. That means our job is complete, and we have finished the redstone of it. Now remember, whenever building around redstone, remember you gotta be careful. So I'm gonna go show you the basic places you can place blocks, so like that, so you don't destroy any of the redstone. That and like that. And you can go like that. You can go all the way up to there. That's not a problem. You can even take it further back if you want. You can take it further back to up to there if you want. But I'm not, for design purposes, I'm gonna take it back only to there. It's not going to mess up with any of the redstone. And You obviously don't have to use stone brick for the design. I am, because yep, and you can bring that all the way out. Not like that. You must lift it up there. That is something that can screw up your redstone, so remember to do that. And you wouldn't want to do all this redstone then screw up that build block and then not figure out what it is. So that is why I am showing you what precautions you must, where you can and where you can't place blocks. So all this is all good. Put that there, fill that in. Basically, I'm just showing you how I've built it. And you can place blocks there. There's no problem. There, no problem. Especially, there's no redstone near here, so I don't really feel like the need to go over it, but I am anyway, because this is how I've designed it. One thing I will say, do not put glass where you can see these 4 pistons, because they tell you which answer to click. So I don't put glass up here. If you want to put glass, put it over here. Like if you like looking at redstone, put the glass over here that you can see this part. These bones are. You put like a glass window over here. Although you're not really seeing much, so I'd say the best vantage point is either from above. I reckon that view looks really good, or from side on like that. That also doesn't look half bad. So yeah, if you want to put glass, do it like that, and also like that. Now, I will say one thing: if you're really fussy, you can flip I've done on this side, past this, whatever I've done past this point here, and put it onto that side of the build, and just do it opposite. That won't affect it much. I've just done it in that direction because that's the way I designed it. But if you like the lights the other way around, you can do it like that. It's perfectly fine. It's not going to screw up your redstone if you know how to convert it. Otherwise, you're doing like that. If enough people say in the comments that they want to have me do a tutorial of it on the opposite side, I'll do that. And if the video quality is poor, if enough people complain about the video quality, I'll fix that too. And apparently I've done this all wrong. Cause I'm just gonna, yeah. So yeah, if people do comment about that, I will change it. What else? Now, I've got a topic of discussion at the end of this tutorial. Now, I've got this, that's done. And only thing I'm missing now is an item frame. And I've also, in my design, I've got stairs. I think I've got, in my design, I'm pretty sure I've got stairs up here. And over here. That's just the way I've designed it though. And you can see it perfectly from down below. Yeah, I've got an item frame there, and that's exactly how I've built it. I've actually just, in my design, I've actually pulled it out a couple blocks like that, but that's just so I could get a better vantage point when I start in the episode. And sorry about the background noise again. And I built it out over here too. It's not really necessary though to build it out. You could just have that. And now, topic of discussion. Now that's done, I've completed that, this area here. Let's go on to the topic of discussion. I've got this 4-way OR gate. Now I want to see what you guys can do with it. Oh, I know. Basically, when I say you guys, I'm saying the Mind Punch community, because that's my, I would say, target that's my audience at the moment. Only people in Mind Punch community, and maybe one or two people that may have stumbled across my videos. And yeah, so I want to see what you guys can make of this design. I know someone that would be able to make this design into something crazy, but unfortunately he's out of action on Minecraft. Sorry about him. I can't actually feel bad for him, but he has not left. He's still in the Minecraft community, so happy with that. So my challenge to everyone else in the Minecraft community: make something with this. You can send me a world upload. I'll be doing a world upload of this world. Hopefully, if I forget, remind me in the comments, or I'll have like a link saying I'm not. Oh, I have like text at the bottom of the screen over here saying I'm not doing a world upload. And yeah, so I want to see what you guys can do a 4-way up for this 4-way OR gate. What I'm calling it. I don't know what the proper term would be, but that's what I'd call it. And so they're basically OR gates just there. That's that piston, that block, those two repeater, and that redstone is basically an OR gate. So yeah, and that's basically an OR gate. That, and that. That's basically an OR gate. That, and that. So yeah, I'm calling it 4-way OR gate or a triple OR gate. It's one of the other. I know you can use it for selecting items in the storage room. So yeah, you can. I know Etho actually got this idea from one of Etho's videos, from his Nexus project. He's actually using this piston idea to tell him which item to receive. I've had this design for a while myself, but I just haven't made a tutorial on it because I've been lazy. And yeah, I've got, actually before I even started making Minecraft videos, I've had this basically ready. I've had this, I want to have this world, but I've had this contraption ready made. It's just in a different redstone world. And yeah, so that's how long this idea's been around for. I've actually cleaned it up quite a bit. I could clean it up like by reducing one layer of blocks, which is stone bricks, but I think that I like them better. I think it's easier just to build it with them there, so I'm leaving them in there. Yeah. I also would like to see if anyone can compact this design. That would be interesting. A compact version of this design. And actually, I reckon I can compact it by 3 blocks going this way. I reckon I can take out this line of blocks somewhat. I'll take out them. And I can take out what else? That's all I can take out. That's why I can take out 2 lines of blocks, I think. I want to see what people come up with as well for compacting this design, and I also want to see your own ideas. I've also used this design, which some of the Mind Punchers may know, for lock for a door. And yeah, so it looked a little bit different because I've fine-tuned this design since I've done that. But yeah, and that was like over 6 months ago. So that was in survival mode. I built that. So I want to see what you guys can do. So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna just fly up here. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, yeah, just leave some feedback. Remember to also, I forgot to say, leave feedback about the video quality I did. I'm using a different program to record this, which is called Dxtory. I used to use Debug, but I wasn't happy with the audio, so yeah. And please let me know about the video quality, because I know the visuals aren't as great because of the codec I'm using. I'm going to try to fix that, but don't know if I'll be able to with my computer system. But audio quality, I think, is better. That's why I'm choosing to record this Dxtory, and I'm hoping to switch over to Dxtory because I prefer to have better audio quality than visuals. But whatever, I'm gonna do what you guys say. But it always takes me when I'm having bad audio quality. It just bugs me. So yeah, Dxtory is way better for audio. So hopefully you guys are in the same boat as me. Otherwise, I might have to go back to using Debug or finding a different program, and perhaps it doesn't work on my system. So yeah, I'll probably have to try out Camtasia if you guys don't like this, and OBS doesn't work on my system either. So yeah, I might have to try and install Camtasia. So yeah, remember to try and figure out something with that design. That's my challenge for you for this month. And next month I'll be coming up with next month I'll have a tutorial out. I'm going to try to do a tutorial once a month if I've got something to produce. And I want to try to do different things. I want to have my own design, I know that. I want to try to have things like I'm going to use this design in my next tutorial. I'll probably do the code lock system, but more advanced, because the one I had on the One Punch so far wasn't as good as what I can come up with in creative mode, so I can't do that. Remember, all my designs will be survival friendly, since I can't use command blocks, since I don't know how to use them, but I know how to spawn them in. Okay. And yeah, so all my designs will be survival friendly, and yeah, so I hope you guys thought this video was helpful as much as and you guys learnt a thing or two from it. That's my goal. That's one of my goals. I want to teach you guys about Redstone and the art of Redstone. Yeah, there's many people YouTubers doing the art. It's teaching you the art of building, but who is really teaching you guys the art of survival Redstone? Yeah, there are many Redstone channels out there, but I want to take you. Not only doing this tutorials like this, I want to take you down to the very bare bones basics. Because yeah, I'm still learning about Redstone, but it's the basics that you need to learn how to make your own contraptions and that. So I'm going to be releasing tutorials like this in about a few months' time. I'm hoping to have my own series where I teach you about the basics of Redstone. And so hopefully you guys can go ahead and build stuff yourself. Oh, that's my goal. So, and yeah, basically Perry's YouTube channel, Perry, has inspired me to do that. He's a builder. He's got about 1,000 to 2,000 subs, I think, and a very good YouTube channel. I will be linking that in the description of this video as well, just because I mentioned him, and he does deserve people going to his channel. I don't know if I've earned that right to have people coming to my channel yet, because I don't think I've Oops. So, I don't think I've done anything incredible with my channel yet. So, yeah. I don't think I deserve any of that. But I know Perry, he's done some amazing work with his building. And, yeah. I'm going to link that in the description as well. So, yeah. Finally, thank you guys for watching. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.